Hello, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to be doing a book haul again because Barnes & Noble had triple points over Memorial Day and I just could not stay away. So it's a smaller book haul this time because I'm trying to do them more often because honestly, people like them. But I don't want to do like 50 books at a time. It just gets overwhelming. I'm trying to keep on top of it a little more. But I don't buy books in a planned fashion at all. I just kind of do it when I can and don't do it when I can't do it. Anyways, as always, if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And let's just get into it. Okay, so I had kind of a mixed bag here. I have some romance, some fantasy romance. I have a thriller. I have I guess technically a YA fantasy. Some old, some new, some recent things. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. The first book that I bought is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is a romance. I believe this is maybe a little bit on the spicy side from my understanding. Deals with a billionaire who builds theme parks. I've heard really good things about this series. I think this is a trilogy, but I could be wrong. I'm excited to read this one, although I don't know if I'm going to be getting to it immediately because I have a lot of other things I have to read. A highly anticipated release for me that I picked up is The Fiancé Farce by Alexandra Bellafoire. It says, this is a sapphic rom-com about a quiet bookseller and a romance novel cover model who agreed to a modern-day marriage of convenience. Yeah. I've really wanted to read her other series too. The one that starts with Written in the Stars, which is also sapphic. But this is a newer release. I was very excited to hear about this. And I want to read this ASAP. I'm not going to lie. But for now, it's going to have to wait because I have other things. Just very excited to have this one. Oh no, this has a stupid Barnes & Noble sticker on it. Get the fuck off. The next book that I bought, I have been dying to read because I have read a couple of this author's contemporary romances and like devoured them. I read them on Scribd a couple of years ago and just like read them in 2 days. So that is Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker. This is her new fantasy romance series. This is the first one in the series. I think there are 3 books out now. I'm sad that I'm so behind on this, but I am excited to read this very freaking soon. Yeah, she has many, many books, as you can see. That's her other title list. But I think this is her first fantasy romance. I could be wrong. Another fantasy romance I picked up based on things I was hearing on BookTube is Bewitched by Laura Thalassa. I have actually not read anything by Laura Thalassa. However, I know, look, she's very, very beloved. I know that. A lot of people really love her books, are kind of addicted to her books. And I haven't dived in that yet. So I'm going to try this out. I was excited to pick this one up. This was not recent. This was a couple weeks ago. Yes, excited to have this one. Another fantasy romance. The next one I picked up was admittedly a cover buy. Okay. I have been eyeballing this book for a while and I think the sequel's out now. So, and then I read the synopsis and I was like, you know what? It sounds interesting. I want to give it a try. The cover is gorgeous. And that is A Broken Blade. I think I read mixed reviews about this one. I could be wrong, but it's shiny. I love this book. It's beautiful. And I'm excited to read it soon. This follows, I think, an assassin. Yes, an assassin. We always love an assassin. Sounds like she doesn't know who her enemy is. Is it the king? Is it the person she's hunting? It sounds like there might be some romantic tension potentially. And then a quest to save the entire kingdom. Cool. Another author that is not new and is very popular and very loved. I just haven't read any of her stuff yet, so I wanted to pick it up to see if it's for me. This is not her like main big series that she's popular for. I think this is like the newer series. And that is Anna Huang's King of Wrath. Yeah. So I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. She's an absolute fucking basket case. This is another billionaire romance. Yeah. So I'm excited to see how I feel about these. Well, I tried to get the sticker off of this one, but because it's a matte slipcover, it doesn't want to come off. So I'm sad, but I did also pick up very recent release that you could totally see and probably tell what it is. That's The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. I love Christina Lauren, and I'm very excited to read this. I'm going to have to resist the urge to read this immediately. My dog is just driving me absolute fucking crazy. It's because she sees a squirrel. If you hear her doing that, she's not being hurt. She's not in a cage. She just wants to go outside and try to kill the squirrel. That's why she makes that sound. It fucking drives me crazy. Anyways, yeah, The True Love Experiment, most recent release by Christina Lauren. Very excited to read this one. I actually really did like Something Wilder, their most recent prior to this. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. I technically had this on hold at the library because they are getting it in, but I'm like at the end of the line of like 36 people. So I didn't want to wait that long. So I just bought it because I know I'm going to want it anyways. And the last two, I got another Elise Kova book because I need them. I don't have this series, and this is the first one in this series, and that's A Trial of Sorcerers. I picked this up because they had it, and I need it. So, yay. Excited to have that one. I don't have a whole lot to say about that. The very last one I have to mention is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This is a recent, not super new, but very recent release. This is the same author that wrote No Exit, which is one of my favorite thrillers of all time. And I am excited to read this one. This did have mixed reviews on Goodreads, but I want to read this really soon. I think this is about centering around a writer, an author, and someone who leaves a 1-star review on a $1 ebook, I want to say. The psychological thriller. This says, let's just read the synopsis, okay? Emma Carpenter is living in isolation with her golden retriever, Laika, house-sitting an old beachfront home on the rainy Washington coast. Her only human contact is with her enigmatic elderly neighbor, Deke, and via text with the home owner, Jules. One day, she reads a poorly written but gruesome horror novel by the author H.G. Cain and posts a 1-star review that drags her into an online argument with none other than the author himself. Oh my god, this sounds like TikTok. Sounds like the shit that happens now, this is funny. Soon after, disturbing incidents start to occur at night. To Emma, this can't just be a coincidence. It was strange enough for this author to bicker with her online about a lousy review. Could he be stalking her too? As Emma digs into Cain's life and work, she learns he has published 16 other novels, all similarly sadistic tales of stalking and murder. But who is he? How did he find her? And what else is he capable of? This says, displaying his trademark command of rapid-fire pacing, unnerving atmosphere, and razor-sharp characterization, Taylor Adams once again delivers a diabolically disturbing and deadly game of cat and mouse. I am so excited to read this. Yeah, he has another book called Hairpin Bridge that I really want to read, but I think I can get it from the library. I think it came out before No Exit. Could be wrong. This one is really short. This is like barely 300 pages. So fast-paced, no kidding. But I am dying to read this. I am a hype person for Taylor Adams. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little book haul. I hope my dog screaming in the background didn't bother you all too much. And if it did, just imagine how I feel 24/7. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.